In this video, we're talking about Charles Tyrwhitt. I'm going to give you a performance dress shirt review for Charles Tyrwhitt. I've got to tell you, this is a popular menswear brand, especially for shirts. Anytime I hear somebody talking about the best dress shirts, whether it be a Facebook group or on Reddit, there's always a lot of people that come out and say, "Oh, Charles Tyrwhitt." But I'm going to evaluate this shirt, and I've owned about 5 of them, specifically how they compare against other performance shirts. So Charles Tyrwhitt started out as a mail order company back in the mid-1980s. Even to this day, they have a strong mail order business. They produce a lot of different catalogs, and if you get on their mailing list, you're going to get sent different brochures, different catalogs, different coupons in the mail, probably almost on a bi-weekly basis. It seems like there's almost always something arriving from Charles Tyrwhitt if you buy something and get on their mailing list. I've always found this brand to do a lot of advertising, especially in magazines, in periodicals. Charles Tyrwhitt has made a real name for themselves of having high quality menswear, and especially shirts, for a reasonable price. A lot of times you find their multi-buy where you can get 3 shirts for $99, 4 shirts for $150. Here's the thing you've got to know when purchasing a performance shirt from Charles Tyrwhitt or a stretch dress shirt. Not all of them are the same. First of all, you may get confused if you go onto the website. You're going to find a huge selection. I think they've got something like 330 different shirts available on their website, and that doesn't even count every single color. Now, if you sort those out for shirts that have some sort of stretch, so basically a performance shirt, that narrows down to about 70. Still a very wide selection, but even of that 70, there's a lot of different kinds of stretch shirts. Anytime you're looking for a stretch shirt, is look at that fabric mix. If it's 100% cotton, even if it's 95% cotton, I would just stay clear if you're looking for something that's really going to have some movement, and if you're looking for something really comfortable. May still be a great shirt. I really like this shirt. It looks good. It's just not extraordinarily comfortable like most of the performance shirts I have in my closet. Here now wearing a different Charles Tyrwhitt shirt. This one also a performance shirt, but a different blend where you have 52% cotton and then some synthetics. And this shirt a lot more comfortable than the one I was wearing just a minute ago. Now let's jump in and rate these. I like to rate dress shirts on 5 different criteria. First criteria, sizing and selection. And this is a real strong point for Charles Tyrwhitt. You go onto their website, I counted something like 330 different shirts. And that expands if you count every single color. So you've got a huge selection. Now, it does narrow down if you're searching for a performance shirt with some stretch to it. Instead of hundreds of options, you're probably going to have dozens to choose from, but still a wide variety. When it comes to sizing, another strong point. First of all, you've got 3 different fits. You've got a regular fit, a slim fit, and an extra slim fit. Additionally, you can choose your sleeve length, you can choose your neck size. Really, the only thing that you can't select is your type of collar. Most of their collars are kind of a spread style, a wide cut spread collar, and there's not really any option to customize that unless you do one of their custom shirts, which is more expensive. That said, that's kind of a small thing. Overall, I think you get an enormous selection with Charles Tyrwhitt, much more so than almost any other brand on the market, where a lot of brands that I've reviewed, you might have 5 or 6 different options and that's it. Here, you literally have dozens and dozens of performance dress shirts you can choose from. Next consideration is comfort and stretch. Now, Charles Tyrwhitt is kind of all over the board here. The shirt I'm wearing now, I would give it an A grade. Very comfortable. It's got that cotton mixed with synthetic blend. Whereas the shirt I was wearing earlier in this video, same thing, advertised as a performance stretch shirt, but 100% cotton here, and really not much stretch at all. So be careful what you select. As you're going through the website and selecting a shirt, click on the product details and look closely at what blend you're getting, what material the shirt is made out of. That's going to be a big difference. And my opinion is stay away from the 100% cotton if you like that stretch. So a shirt like this, I would give it a C grade for comfort and stretch, whereas the one I'm wearing, I would say it's an A grade. Let's talk non-wrinkle. All the shirts say non-wrinkle or non-iron, and guess what? With Charles Tyrwhitt, I think this is a weakness. I've never had great luck with Charles Tyrwhitt shirts. You pull them out of a bag or a suitcase, and they almost always have some wrinkles. They always need to be touched up with an iron, which if you're home, that's not a problem. But if you're traveling, you're on the road, you pull them out, the last thing you want to do is pull out the iron. And some places like Europe, they don't even have ironing boards and irons in the hotel room. You just gotta hope that your body heat smooths it out. So this is an issue. Charles Tyrwhitt could definitely improve. I give the grade here on any of the Charles Tyrwhitt shirts, the highest I can give is a C+. Intangibles. Some shirts have unique styles or different features. Maybe it's mother of pearl buttons or integrated collar stays. Something intangible that gives you a benefit for owning it. What about Charles Tyrwhitt? Well, they do have a huge selection, but nothing really stands out that's exceptional. The buttons are all right. The collar's okay. I will say you do get those metal collar stays that come with every shirt, so that does weigh in favor of Charles Tyrwhitt. So overall, I give them a B+ grade when it comes to intangibles. Lastly, value for the money. Now this is an easy A for Charles Tyrwhitt. It's certainly a strength that they offer a lot of bang for the buck. But some of this depends on you. If you just go to their website and you only want to buy one shirt and you pay the rack rate, the value for the money might not be there. So you as the consumer, it's kind of incumbent upon yourself to find some sort of coupon, some sort of multi-buy option. But if you look around just a little bit, you're going to find Charles Tyrwhitt is very liberal with their coupons and their offerings, especially if you buy more than one shirt. So it depends on you a little bit, but overall should be an easy A. This is a very good value for the money. If you pay the rack rate, if you're paying $109 for a Charles Tyrwhitt shirt, you might be overpaying a little bit, but you should probably get that for much less if you just keep an eye out for a coupon or a deal. So let's just sum up everything, and I'm going to give a grade to the Charles Tyrwhitt performance shirts. First of all, we talked about sizing and selection. No question, that's an A grade. Lots to choose from with Charles Tyrwhitt. Comfort and stretch, that's where it's a mixed bag. Some shirts like the one I'm wearing, I would give an A grade, very comfortable if you get that nice blend. But many of the other Charles Tyrwhitt performance shirts were not that comfortable. I'd give them a C grade. So overall, we split the difference. We're left with a B grade for comfort and stretch. Next up, you have non-iron performance. Definitely a weak spot with Charles Tyrwhitt, C+ grade. And we have intangibles. Intangibles did all right. They give you those metal collar stays, and there's a lot to choose from. That selection goes a long ways. So a B+ grade with intangibles. Finally, value for the money, an A grade. Definitely good value if you find any sort of deal, which is easy to do with Charles Tyrwhitt. So overall, you add everything up and you score it, and you're left with a 3.3 average. That's good enough for a B+. And I think that's the right grade here. Charles Tyrwhitt makes a good shirt, and I give this shirt a modest recommendation. Definitely worth the money if you get it on a good deal. Now, I will say, even the one here with the nice blend, it's very comfortable, this is not an industry-leading best-of-class shirt. There are other performance shirts that I would recommend more, but it is something I will give a modest recommendation to. I hope this video has been helpful for you. As always, I'm not paid to do these reviews. I'm not even given free shirts here. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe or comment, and I'll respond accordingly. Thanks.